Mystic, good morning. How is everybody? Let's get a little bit. Let's get a dose of Lee.
I think that one will do.
Yeah.
I'll play it back and I'll see what I think. I think it's probably the nuts. And that'll be the one. And you can play around with all of it and decide what you want to do.
Is that better
in
now?
your production stream
Somehow
for Savannah Fish.
Let's play it again.
I found my way to Father Fish. He comes on in the morning every day.
Cassie B.
Some soil, cap it with sand, then add plants. He will help you do it the right way. Add some fish, then walk away. Feed them high quality food. Live food is best. Keep it dirted, keep it all natural. I found my way back to Father Fish. Bye.
That's nice. That's sweet. Thank you, Cassie B. Let's see if I can get back. Here we are.
This is a tomato. Think it's good for you? Think again.
We don't want to know.
There's one simple trick to keep controlling your weight. Cardiothoracic surgeon Stephen Gundry says he solved the weight loss mystery. You really have changed the way I think about what I eat.
Oh my. All right. I guess we got it. Yes, that was sweet, wasn't it? Thank you, Cassie B. I don't know if I can if we can see this or not. I've got a picture of Moneywort that she sent me by email, and I'm not sure I can bring it up. I don't think this thing will bring up email. Oh, there it is. Haha. Check this out. Let's see. Kind of a big picture. Let's see if I can make it smaller. No, not that way. Anywho, so there's her Moneywort with plants growing out of a out of a stem. We discussed this, excuse me, yesterday, and I said that stem plants grow along a single stem, and she said she had a plant that had 3 stems coming out of a single base, and that's the little bugger. So that's interesting. There's what I was talking about. So a new stem coming out, and of course we can see it's long. So anyway, that's all very interesting.
It sounds like it's coming from there, but it's not.
You heard the sound.
Yeah, from up there, it sounds like it's coming from back towards the bathroom, but it's not.
Weird.
It's coming from
On the roof?
maybe.
Strange. We have a sound here, a ghost in the works, some intermittent squeak that occurs about every 30 seconds.
Not even about every 5 now.
Really. Aquatic Conquest. I've done a 2-minute piano track that I think I should send you, Cassie B. That way we don't have to worry about copyright. Are you interested? Yeah, I think Roxanne's going to have the same issue. I haven't talked to her. I don't know how she's dealing with it, but she's putting together a really quite nice rendition of the Beatles song with the original soundtrack.
Michael Jackson doesn't have the rights to it.
Well, I don't know who has the rights to it, but we don't. So we'll get a strike if
Show 'em love
we
and
use it
stuff.
that way.
So, show 'em love.
Oh, yeah, right. Forgot about that. Guess what? Guess what we've got? Look at this. Look at that. We have a coffee mug, a Father Fish coffee mug. I'll give you the full.
It's a very pretty mug. Show 'em the
Isn't that
inside
neat?
too.
And
really
it's
nice.
blue.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Blue on the inside. How about that? So these, I'm going to do these. I only have 10 of these, and I'm going to keep 2. So I've got 8 for sale. Mary Page is getting a lot of them made, like about 50. That'll be a little different, and will be cheaper. These are going to be $25 a piece, and that includes shipping. So I'm going to take a loss on it. But for those of you who would like one, send me an email, fatherfish@fatherfish.net. And then if you wouldn't mind, deposit $25 in my PayPal account. So fatherfish@fatherfish.net. And I will get I'll get one of these out to you. The first 2 people will also get a coaster. First 2 orders get a coaster at no extra charge. Now I'm going to be shipping these in fish box. I want to make sure they don't get broken. They're pretty well boxed, but they're in a little box. But I'm going to put them in a fish box, so you will get a free, brand new fish box that you can use to ship fish to someone. And I'll even put a bag in there for you. So those are, we're going to sell 8 of those.
Mouse pads.
And the first 2 will get a little coaster. I ordered a new mouse pad, but I've only got one. I can get more of these, and they'll be about $15, I think. And shipping should be real cheap on that. So anybody who wants one, you now know how to do it. Send me an email with your address, and then send $25 to my PayPal account. So we are in the merch business.
Unfortunately, that all set, so otherwise.
And fluoros. Do we need less filtration with correct deep substrate? Yes, you do. Less filtration with correct deep substrate. And why is that, Dan? Why is that? That's because the deep substrate provides filtration naturally. I've got a thing up here. All right. Thank you, Cassie B. Lovely song. That's really pretty. Let me back up, make sure we get it all. Yeah, we got I don't know what happened to the audio. It didn't work right. It was turned off somehow. Hello, Bill Witt. Good morning, Tisha. Good morning. Yeah, I think in her case, that's all natural. I wanted to say something about Cassie B. song. It's really ballad format. I spent some years in my youth in Appalachia, where I heard this kind of singing. So they call it story singing or Appalachian ballad singing, where you use a repetitive format, a sing-song format to tell a story. And it has very, very old roots. It goes back to the 1600s at least in England. So they've traced some of these songs from Appalachia that far back and beyond. So it's a really kind of an ancient ballad format that I very, very much appreciate. It's something that really means a great deal to me in terms of my my youth, my upbringing, my childhood, my heritage, and so forth. So thank you especially for that, Cassie B. Stephen is going to be with us at 8:30. It's 8:15 now, in about 15-20 minutes. Can we get some Ultims in the box with the mug? Dan says. Well, if I had Ultims, you could get Ultims. I don't have any Ultims. I rarely have Ultims. They're a very uncommon fish. They do not come in more than once or twice a year. They're very expensive. Frank's got a what? Okay. Sure.
Bah, 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 bah.
Can't see anything.
Yeah, they
Um, lost track
can. Why
of
do
what
you
it
not
was.
have Ultims? What are they?
Well, ultims are. Frank wanted to know what ultims are.
I have
They're an
no idea.
angelfish.
Oh,
It's a species of angel.
a subspecies? Or?
No, it's a species. Separate species. There are 3 species of angels.
Oh, I didn't know.
Scalera is one, Ultima is the other, and I forgot the third. Oh, the Ultima is out of Brazil, but there are apparently some
They were all out. But
mixed breed angels
crap, I used to
where they
live
crossed Ultims and Scalera, and I don't know. Anyway,
They all came
for a
from
while,
Brazil.
the only way you could get them was if the collectors took the river down into Brazil, caught them, and brought them back up the river into Peru, effectively smuggling them out of Brazil. But it is legal now to export them from Brazil.
Let's see if I can't catch any.
So, all right, Frank's going out to catch some
Tried.
fish catch some food for our fish. Lee Willcox, Logan's tank is clearing. Excellent. I watched the new Bill and Ted movie. Surprisingly awesome dude. Hi, Lee. How are you this morning? Logan said, tank is clearing. I got it a sand cap. Amazing how that works. Lee, I will check out my Justin Bieber mug and replace it with yours. Yeah, this might take 5 or 6 months to get to you, Lee. But here it is, the new Father Fish mug. Mary hadn't seen it yet. She'll die. She's got some on order as well. He's kind of nice, isn't it? Look very stern. That's for serious coffee. A serious coffee mug. Marky said Lee will get the cup with fish inside. Stephen likes the cup. Mr. Beach, good morning. Lee said, I'll give you $100 for one. I'll take the $100 and even give you a gift. A roof turbine. Yeah, except we don't have a roof turbine. I don't even think we have a fan up there. There was I don't know. Yeah, that's possible. There could be a fan. That would sort of make sense. Petroman, good morning. Marky 0306 needs one. So first come, first serve, Lee. You get yours when you get it, Lee. I want a pint-sized Sir Father Fish mug. You got it. When can I order mine? Okay, you order the cups. Order the cup. Send an email to fatherfish@fatherfish.net with your address, and then send a $25 to my PayPal account. It's fatherfish@fatherfish.net. And I will, I'll get a mug out to you. It'll be in a fish box. I only have 8 of these for sale, so you get them while they last. And the first 2 will receive this really nice coaster as a free gift. $25. Peppling Creek needs one. Lee's off to upload a video about his frogs. Lee said he and Sue have watched my last video 3 times. It hit 500 this morning. and that's a bit of a record for a new video. I don't think I've ever had. I might have had one go to 1,000. I don't remember, but it's flying high. Less than 24 hours out, and it's got 500 views. It's a very, very simple video. It's really a reminiscing kind of video with a little challenge at the end. Nothing new, nothing unusual, certainly heartfelt, sitting in front of a beautiful tank with beautiful fish. And I think that's half of the enchantment. Somebody said it was well framed. I appreciate that. It's unusual for me to do anything technical that's halfway decent. But there have been over 60, I believe, comments on that video, including Mary Beth, who wrote several pages. She needs to do a video. She needs to do the same video. I'll tell you how that came about. It was interesting. I noticed on my analytics that my traffic had taken a nosedive after the last two videos that gave it a bounce. And I figured, well, what I gotta do is I gotta do videos if I want to keep traffic up. So I grabbed the camera, put it on the tripod, went back, grabbed a chair, set it in front of the tank, sat there for a minute and turned it on without a thought in my brain about what I was going to say. And that's what came out. So it was very much free flow, very much stream of consciousness, if you will. And really, I guess really spoke to where I'm at with all of this. Started out by saying the thing that probably has me most dumbstruck, which is that I'm going to be 80 in 2 weeks. And I never for a second believed I'd live that long. My mother died just before her 80th birthday, a few months. My father was killed when he was 54, so he didn't get close. I have a brother 2 years younger, a sister 3 years younger. They're going strong. My father's brother just celebrated his 93rd birthday. His wife is, I think, a year younger, and they're both living and they're well into their 90s. So heaven only knows. I've got everything in the world wrong with me. I'm diabetic. I'm overweight. I've got a myriad heart problems. I've had 5-way bypass. I got a pacemaker. I've had a stent put in. They pump the meds to me every day. I take about 8 different meds every day. So I'm here by the grace of God and the medical establishment. But here I am, cheerful as I can be, and loving being here with you guys. This is great, great joy. By the way, I got a shipment in this morning, so we're going to go do an unboxing as soon as this is over. Let's see. Tommy Denda. Good morning, Vietnam. Oh, world, he says. Hi, Tommy. Lee Willcox, Cassie B. Very traditional, very well done. Yes, indeed. Very sweet. Angels Plus sells Ultims. Nobody breeds them. To my knowledge, no one has successfully bred Ultims in sufficient numbers to make them commercially available. So you get Ultims either by the luck of the draw from some very sophisticated hobbyist who's been able to keep them alive until they get 2 feet tall, at which time they will breed, or someone has been able to get them in from a trapper somewhere on the Amazon. Lisa Perez, good morning, Lisa. HB, cool info about the scene. Thanks for sharing. And Cassie B appreciated the Mr. Beach. I'm noticing some new behaviors from my Keyhole cichlids. They're pushing their throats out and puffing up. Can you explain? Is that just normal, possibly breeding behavior? That's the kind of behavior that earth eaters, for example, exhibit when they're washing sand. But I'm not aware that keyholes are a sand sifter. So that probably excludes that option. And I don't know that I've ever seen that behavior. I've never bred keyholes. They've become very difficult to get. There are little ones available that I can sometimes get. Every time I get them in, they sell immediately because they are such a really sweet fish. But they're tiny. They're less than an inch long when I get them. And I don't know what that behavior is. If they're 3 to 4 inches long, it could very well be some kind of breeding behavior. So I would keep an eye on it, see if you can figure something out. Two tunes. So Cassie B's got another song. Am I getting that right? Lee Willcox. Cassie B's song is enchanting. Very old English storytelling with rhythm and song. King Arthur would love her. You betcha. Okay. All right. I got all the way back. Lee's gonna come pick up his mug. Never used it, but will kiss it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I can't have that. I will not have that. I will not have the objectification of my visage on a coffee cup turn into an item of pornographic implementation. I won't have it, Lee. I won't have it. Sorry. That's just me. Oh dear. Let's see. Logan needs some Val or Sag. I've got both, actually. J-Dog, put them on the website real quick so you don't have to do all that. Oh, yes, please, the mugs. Well, that's a thought. J-Dog has just put a website together for me, and he is suggesting putting the mug on the website, which has a market thingy-mabob. So you can try that. You want to take a picture of it? I don't know how you could do that. Oh well. Um, let's not do that one because we're going to be getting another one, Jason. And we'll put that one on because we'll have about 50 of those. This is very limited edition. So, and they're going to go quick, and there will only be a few. By the way, Fatherfish Aquariums plural.com is online today. It's a bit rudimentary, but it's there, and we have a few things listed. The seahorse that's listed is not the domestic one that we get here in Florida. It is an astoundingly fancy one from from Indonesia. I can't remember, what is the name of that? There's a bay, a channel in Indonesia that has the most astounding animal life. And it just won't come to me. Anyway, that's where it's from. It's not local. We need to change. I need to change that picture. I wish. J-Dog. FatherfishAquariums.com. There we are. We are live. Thank you, J-Dog. Can I order by phone? No. Lee's new name, Singing Frogman. Lee's new name. That ain't bad. Singing Frogman. Cassie B. Let's see. Naughty step for me, Lee says. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's see. Let's get Steven up here. Let me, we're kind of lagging here. Let me post the link and see if we can get him to come up. Really, J-Dog? I knew that's what happened with the seahorses. I knew it. The second I saw the picture, I knew exactly what happened. You were looking for it. That's probably the only one that's listed. The local domestic one is pales into insignificance by comparison. But they're delightful, and I love them. Fishaholic, hello, hello. Five minutes out. Son started school today. Oh my. Well, that's a good thing. Lord, we need to get the kids back in school. Enough of this. Enough of this. So, okay, I will try to remember to post the link again in a few minutes. He may find it, who knows? But we'll be having him up. Lee, do you want to come up here for a few minutes? We'd love to have you. Let me post the link again. And Jason, if you'd like to come up and talk about the website for a moment, that would be delightful. You've done a lot of work on this thing. Do I have dwarf sage in stock for get gills? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It may not be listed, but write it in the note. Order under the mix and just make a note that that's what you want. And I will honor that. Yeah, Pebbling Creek, that's true. The I noticed that as well. The picture of the rams is of balloon rams, and we need the regular German blue rams. This is day one, so we're just getting started. And we've got to do some editing and a lot of additions. So it's gonna be real nice. It's not listed. Make it what is listed or should be listed. Let me look. Dooby doo. Oh dear, I gotta log in. Not a robot. Log in. Polyfish. Store items. Okay. Let's see if we can show this. Chrome tab. Seller products get gills. Here we go. All right. So plants. Crit bulb anubias. To do assorted bunches. 5 bunches. So if you order the 5 bunches and make a note that you want something specific, I will honor that. Just leave a note to that effect, and you'll get it. Tommy Denda wants us to ask Stephen a lot of complicated questions. We will do that, Tommy. Farmhouse cichlids, that's interesting. Yes, AC Aquatic Conquest says farmhouse flare their gills against each other. It's a dominant kind of behavior. Sexual dominance. That's what bettas also do. The same thing, of course. And that's, yeah, okay. Glad you did that. Aquatic Conquest. That sounds right. That sounds like exactly what that is. It's flaring behavior, probably of 2 males. Although I've seen male and females do it when they're pairing up. Oscars will do that. 2 Oscars will do lockjaw and flare and just kind of dance around like that, establishing partnering relationship. I will get dwarf sads listed. I gotta find a picture and get it up, but I'll do that. And Lee says, AC, I do not tell lies. I dare say, just mistruths. Stretches. Lee. J-Dog. Oh, all right. All right, we got back to there. Coming forward. Why are smaller saltwater aquariums easier than larger ones? Someone mentioned that yesterday. I think it was Stephen. Well, they're less work. And saltwater, if again with a deep sand bed, it's pretty easy to create a balanced environment. Um, Obviously, if you're following the rules, not throwing a ton of food in there, not overloading the biology of the system, um, it's anything smaller is going to be simpler. I don't know that there's a reason beyond that that goes to either water chemistry or the biology of the system. Smaller is simpler in the sense that it's less effort to do it. Good morning, Betsy.
Good morning. How are you, Lou?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
I will be thrilled, delighted, and honored to place Lee at the head of the list for a coffee cup. Betsy.
Oh, excellent.
Showing of the
Nice.
coffee. That's sweet.
Is that Tom on there too?
Yes.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
got Tom on the coffee cup.
Oh,
Did
fabulous.
you see that? There he is.
Oh.
Father
love
Fish and Tom. There we go.
Yay.
We'll have to bring Tom in for a visit. That'll like that. Stephen is setting up now. Okay, tell you what, because we missed it, I need a slight interlude here. I'm going to play Lee's song, and then I will get right back.
Hello, Mary. Mary, try and sort this one out. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that can be. Let's talk about fish. Fish. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Instrumental break. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. 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 Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Fish. I think that one will do. I'll play it back and I'll see what I think. I think it's probably the nuts. And that'll be the one. And you can play around with all of it and decide what you want to do in your production stream for Savannah Fish.
All right.
He comes on in the morning every day.
Oh,
At some with sand.
Australian rainbows.
He will help you do it the right way. And some fish walk away. Feed them high quality food. Our food is best. Keep it dirty, keep it all natural. Found my way back to Father Fish. Bye, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you, dear Cassie V. Minaj.
If you have arthritis and you eat tomatoes, you need to see this.
Oh dear.
A new study has come
We're
out
back
that
to
proves
the
eating tomatoes
we're back to
can
the
make
don't
your
eat
blood
tomatoes thing.
In this short video,
Steven, are you there? Minaj. Should I have substrate 3 inches deep or just 1 inch? Would 1 inch substrate give anaerobic conditions? No, it will not. Minaj, you need 1 inch of dirt and 2 inches of sand, a total of 3 inches. And Stephen is here, sort of, somewhere.
Hey, Father Fish.
Hi there. Are we going to see you or just do audio?
Trying to figure it out now. Do I hit the camera?
We got no camera. He dropped off again. Give it a chance to get back on. Are those pics? Oh, okay. We need to look at the website. Let me get over there. There. Fish. .com. You're there, Steven.
Hey, Father Fish.
Yeah, we're not getting a video. We're only getting an audio. Which is fine if that's what you want to do. I'm okay with that.
I can't see anything but you.
Cassie B. has the link from Fish Vet. Cassie B saying we got a link that we could use. That's a really good idea to do some of this kind of stuff when I do need to take a break. And that's a good one. Steven's trying to get a video up. We'll see.
When I click the camera, it says does not support.
Yeah, it's not on this end, I don't believe. When you go into GetGills, you should be able to test the audio and the video. Male kissing.
My laptop.
Yeah, Lisa says your song, Cassie B, is a lullaby. It is, isn't it?
And I can't see the chat, so whatever question comes up,
Oh, you're not able to see the chat either. Huh.
yeah, yeah, I don't see anything but you.
Wow. Switch over to YouTube and cut the volume off. You should be able to go to the chat that way. Well, I didn't mean to drop off altogether. You leave it up and just open another screen. There are technical difficulties here. We'll get it together. He's back.
Sorry about that. My degree is not in
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Me too. Leave this open and open a new screen and go to YouTube on that, and you'll be able to see the chat there. And I'm wondering, say something, Stephen, so I know if I got you. Oh, fine. Okay. So I got you on audio. There went the bell. All right, Peplin Creek. Lisa.
So I came on with the intention of setting the record straight on P8 and everything surrounding it. If anybody has any other topics to discuss, I am off.
Yeah, your audio is breaking up pretty bad. Let's see. I'm just tracking some of this stuff, and it's all chit chat. Well, that's a lot worse, Stephen. That's a lot worse. That's, you had it for a second there. Lisa, J-Dog, Petraman.
Is that better, Father Chris?
Yeah, can you turn the volume up? It's a little quiet.
How do we sound now?
It's clear. It's very low volume. Well, Cassie B is going to put Lee in timeout here. She's just called him a naughty boy. And yes, he is. Agreed. A naughty boy. But it wasn't his fault. It was my fault. He said something endearing, and I made something out of it I had no business of making out of it. And he ran with it. So blame that one on me. He was simply following my lead. Yeah, no audio at all, Stephen. Petroman 4-inch sand beds and this 90-gallon discus tanks. That works. That works. Jade Dog, German blues that aren't blue. Oh well. Well, you see, there's an iridescent blue that's a different fish altogether. The German blue has a little bit of blue on it, but it mostly has other colors. The female has a lot of red. The male's got a more diffused color pattern.
Yeah, any questions about the fish or comments, you're going to have to let me know, 'cause I can't see the comments at all, not even in YouTube.
Really?
It's not giving me the option on YouTube to hit chat.
I don't understand. That's weird. Yeah, you're breaking up pretty bad. All right, let's see if we can do this. Let's. Stephen is with us. Kind of halfway. We don't have his video. We do have audio that's a little rocky, but I think we can use it. Lee, I wanted to send another super sticker, but it's all gray and won't let me choose what's going on. I can't even imagine. I noticed that with somebody else's last night. Try clicking on it. I don't know. I can't do super stickers on myself, I don't think. Yeah, it's great. If you click on it, it'll, oh. Yeah, if you click on it and then click on super sticker, it's there. Just click on it, Lee. And then click on, it brings down a menu. And click on the menu. Don't leave money there. If you're going to leave a chunk of money, don't put it there. YouTube takes 25% of it. Put it on my YouTube, on my PayPal. That way you'll get 95% of it.
I just found some type of chat with the StreamYard.
There you go. That's much better. Good job. Have you got the video there on StreamYard? See if you can work on that in a minute. J-Dog's talking about being without internet for a day. He says he's going to have to fire up his grill. Peplin Creek. Can I order 2 pair of German Rams? You send me 1 pair and a mug. Comes out the same. Go ahead and order at Peplin Creek. That'll be dandy. Sure, I'll do that. Yeah, J-Dog is half cyborg. True enough.
Yeah, the camera, it just keeps saying does not support.
Well, we got the audio pretty good, Stephen. So that's a big help. I just realized that the sound I'm getting is feedback from my voice. Do you have the volume turned off on your YouTube screen? Because that will feedback.
Yeah, I have your YouTube up. I'm not playing the video.
Okay. I think we got you.
I think it also might be the headset that I'm.
I beg your pardon? Might be.
I think it also Might be the headset that I'm using.
Yeah, it's a little bit broken, but you are coming through and I am understanding. So we're good there. All right, let's get Stephen on the hot seat here, guys. He's managed to get to us, and we want to take full advantage of that. So let's see. Yesterday, we did a big, huge, long conversation on pH and all the ramifications thereof. Why don't you talk a little bit about pH, Stephen?
I don't remember the YouTuber that had came on and was asking questions about pH. So if they're in here, great. If not, then they'll have to catch them on the replay. So I thought to myself, how would I explain and represent pH if I was doing a class or a seminar? And I figured I would use an example of if I was having to set up a tank with species that required a low pH, how would I do that?
Okay.
So first off, I saw in the comments yesterday a few people referring to pH with kg and the hardness of the water, whether it being hard or soft. And you can have soft water and still have the reverse with alkalinity. So it doesn't make a difference in terms of it being soft and hard. When it comes to pH, you can have the opposite effect depending on the water. Now, if you take a species that has to go in a low pH, I think that was the question he had, how would he achieve that? The first thing I would do is start a baseline. So figuring out where your pH is in your region. Some water runs high, some water runs low. It depends on what compounds are mixed in the water. Oh, the line just off.
Have we lost you? I think we lost Stephen. It was a little shaky. Gotten a few little whistles. Yeah, I'm afraid we've lost Stephen. We're gonna have to work on this hookup and see if we can get it right. This is too important to not get right. So we'll put some effort into this and see if we can get it together. So Minaj is having trouble here, and nobody seems to quite understand where he's coming from or what he's getting at. I thought I answered his question. Apparently, I did not. He says he's trying to get a new aquarium set up as per Father Fish guidelines, and he's confused about substrate. He wants to know, should we have 3-inch substrate or 1-inch as per last video? I don't know. I think you misunderstood my last video. I don't know that I said 1-inch substrate. What I probably said is 1 inch of soil capped with 2 inches of sand. So it's a total of 3 inches. 1 inch of soil on the bottom, and then 2 inches of sand on top of the soil. And the soil can be whatever you have. It can be mud from a creek. It can be topsoil. It can be garden dirt. It can be whatever you have. I add ingredients to it in order to prolong the life of the substrate. It'll last years longer. But you can use potting soil. Will work just perfectly well. Make mud out of it, pour it in the tank, and then pour 2 inches of dry sand on top of the soil, the mud, the dirt, the whatever you put in. And that is your substrate. So it's going to be 3 inches deep total. The top 2 inches is sand. The bottom 1 inch is whatever kind of soil you are using. Oh, okay. So we don't have the credit card stuff in there yet. I think we probably are not linked to PayPal either on the website. We'll do that. That'll be done probably by the end of the day. Manaj, try my best to plan and be as good and close as you can. You're doing fine. Stephen, well, I'm here in chat. If you want me to try again, I'm not sure if it's my phone or what. We'll have to figure out how to connect better beforehand. Sorry, everybody. I generally post the link before we go live. And you can click on that link and come up onto the screen with me before being live. So tomorrow, if you want to try that, Stephen, I could even hang around a little later today if you think you got something together. Guess who's here? My phone's ringing and Leah's with us. And Frank is on the phone. Yes, Frank.
Hey, are you all
Frank.
live feeding?
Yes, I am.
Oh, well, all right, I'll talk to you when I get back.
All right. Hi, Lee. Well, we tried to get Stephen up here, and it just didn't work. So we'll have to work on that. Can you hear me? Are you up? Can I
Yeah,
hear
I'm up.
you?
And I just wanted to say that I heard Stephen, and I think he just got shy. He just sounded a little bit nervous, and he sounded shy. And he doesn't need to be, because we're all family and friends here. So, Stephen, come back tomorrow or later. Excuse me, and don't be shy.
Absolutely.
Great
Yeah,
respect.
I know he wants to
Great
come
respect
up.
for that young man.
Yes, indeed. We'll get him. We'll get him. It's a joy having him. How are
Yeah.
you?
I'm great. Change of plan.
What's the plan?
Well, I was going to move the frogs from the 50 gallon
Oh,
to the
yes,
30 gallon.
Right.
Well, Sue sits right next to the 50 gallon, and she says, "Don't take my frogs away from me.
Fine.
Don't take my frogs away from me." So, what can I do?
That's funny. Well, all right. So let's see then. Why were you going to move the frogs?
I just felt that the fish in there are a little bit rambunctious. And when I'm trying to feed the frogs, they take over and they want all of the food. And the frogs are a little bit shy, a bit like
Yeah.
Stephen, and
Right.
I just thought I'd put them in a place of their own. A place of their own. And you said yesterday that I could put guppies in with them, that was great. I thought that would be something delightful.
That would be
But
fun.
Sue says, don't take my frogs away.
You can put guppies in with the goldfish.
Okay.
That would work.
See, yeah, I had guppies in with Pretty, and she was this. Do you remember her?
I do.
Yeah, and they would nip at her and bother her, and she was always
Really?
just trying to get out of the way, and they weren't hurting her, but I could see they were annoying her.
I see. They can be a little nippy, I guess. Yeah. You're going to have another tank.
I do. I need another house to have another tank.
Yeah.
We're
Really.
working on it. We're working on it.
Right. Well, that'll be exciting. Although I really love where you're living. It's so spectacular.
So do we, but we don't have an outside space.
Right.
And it was not a problem, and it has not been a problem, except for this year when the lockdown occurred.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we couldn't go to our favourite places. We couldn't go out walking, and we missed the outside.
Right.
I try and stick my finger in your mouth when you yawn.
Stephen
Every time you yawn, I try and stick my finger in your mouth.
Stephen is going to use his laptop. That'll work.
That will work.
Yep, that'll be perfect.
Shall I sign off and we can have Stephen on?
Well, we can bring you both on. Try to come up again, Stephen. We can do more than one thing. I'm very ambidextrous. Is that the word?
I'm not.
Actually, I'm not either. But I can multitask fairly well.
I can't.
Try to. He may not have it with him.
Ambidextrous.
Yeah, that means you can use two hands or two.
I can use both my hands. Look.
Right? See, you're ambidextrous. Right. Glory, did you see it? Oh, you did. That video I put out? Yeah, you said you watched it 3 times. Is that right?
Yeah, and I'll probably watch it again. It was absolutely lovely because it took me back to my childhood.
Yeah, so many
swimming
people,
in the river with goggles on and a snorkel,
neat.
and
So
then
many people said
catching
that.
fish
Yeah.
in a net, putting them in a jar, and look sticklebacks with the little spines, and then putting them back in and watching them dart off. You took me back, and it was lovely.
Yeah, that was I looked at my analytics, and I saw that my views were dropping precipitously from a high they had been on with the last 2 videos. And I said to myself, you got to make a video. So I picked up my camera, hooked it up to the tripod, went back, set it up in front of the tank, turned it on, and went, duh.
Yeah, not scripted.
Oh, not even, I didn't even have a thought in my head.
Just from your...
Just, right.
From your heart. From your heart.
Really, really.
That's what I love about it. It's so pure and honest and decent, unedited, and just from a lovely place. And that's why I went childlike again.
Yeah.
That's what it did to me.
Yeah. In fact, Mary Beth, who's here, she wrote about a 15-page treatise on which would be well served on video, Mary Page. Why don't you come on up and chat with us? an absolutely beautiful story you told in that long chat you wrote. It was just delightful. There have been over 60 comments, and we're at 500. As of this morning, it was at 500 views. So a lot of heart in it. I just hope that that YouTube promotes it so we can begin to reach out more. I've been having a hard time doing that. Yes.
The third time I watched it, you had 4 videos, 4 advertisements on that video.
Really?
Yeah. So that says to me,
Huh.
it has attention.
1, 2. That's interesting.
And I've said to everyone in previous comments that if an advert comes up on Sir Father Fish's channel, let the advert play through. Don't hit the skip button, because
Right.
it will give the YouTube algorithm incentive to send more. They might be boring, but it's for the cause. It's for the good of this channel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let them play through. Don't skip them, and let the video commence.
It does
And
improve the algorithm. It does.
Yeah. Leapfrog. I
think all
promise
the
you,
comments
leapfrog.
do too. I've been trying to make sure I respond to every comment.
That's a good thing as well. I
Yeah.
will watch your lives and then I go and make a comment afterwards. I make comments in the live streams, and I always go, and this is for everyone as well.
Yeah.
If you're in the
Yeah.
live stream, go back to the video after it's finished being live. You don't have to watch it all again, but make comments. It's good for the algorithm. Good for the channel.
Yeah. We're gonna beat this thing yet. I don't know.
I'm smart, mate.
Really.
Yeah,
That's-
everyone knows it. I'm smart.
What have we got here? Let's see. We have 46 watching, 35, 36, 36 thumbs up. 46 watching. You know, that is a substantial increase over where we were. I was looking back. I've been doing this daily now for 6 weeks. So we've had about 40 daily streams, and we were at 20 or so views at the beginning, and it's up to 50 routinely now. What in the hell are you doing?
Trying to pick out a whisker.
Yeah, I
Stick it
do
out.
that. I do that. I do it. I sit here. I can see it. And I look at it and I say, aha, got you.
Pulling that one out.
And there it is.
Do you do the ones out your nose?
No, I don't. Well, I do actually, yes. I do.
Oh,
It hurts.
they're the worst. They're the
I
worst.
heard a story. It does hurt, yes. I heard a story once that somebody did that and it formed a blood clot that went up into the brain and killed them. But I still do it. I like to live on the wild side. Really? I know. Suicide.
I'm not doing that anymore. I don't believe it for a second. So Father Fish told a story that someone was picking hairs out of their nose and it formed a blood clot and it went to their brain. Could that possibly be true? Yeah. Apparently it could be true. I didn't believe it, but she just looked at me and went, yeah.
Funny stuff.
I don't believe it.
Oh, Roxanne, did you get
I
an
don't believe
email? Lee, did you get an email from Roxanne this morning?
Did I get what?
An email from Roxanne.
I may have done. I rebooted my laptop when I got up this morning and I probably haven't opened Outlook. So it's quite possible. Shall I take a look?
Abolished Farms is responding to something.
You've got little capillaries in your brain, in your nose, little capillaries, and they.
Oh, I see. Aquatic Conquest is asking, Abolish, do you use your water from the tanks to water your garden? And he said, well, I would, but it's a half a mile away. He didn't say a half a mile. It's not, well, maybe it is. He said his garden is not at his house, and they don't want to transport the water. Can't blame you for that. Oh,
I have an
Cassie.
email from Roxanne. I have an email from Roxanne, and I'm not allowed to share it. So
well,
that means
here we go again.
it's another promise I have to break if I like it.
Don't
What can I do?
We're going to be.
I won't do it this time. Roxanne,
do
I
it.
promise I will not do it this time.
Don't do it.
I promise. What if I
We're
really
gonna-
like it though?
I know. We're going to be faithful.
What will I do?
Can you play it for me at the end of the session when we're offline?
No.
Roxanne? No. Oh well.
She said no. She said no one. No one at all. Yeah.
Oh dear. All
That
right.
includes you.
It's your privy.
Such pressure.
I did not. I've watched Roxanne's videos, and she is the dearest, sweetest, most feminine, most delightful voice. You don't get to see her. She doesn't show her face, but her voice is the essence of charm.
What if I don't like it? What do I say?
Right, and here we have her withholding her gems.
If I don't like it, what do I say? What do I say to her if I don't like it?
What do you say if you don't like it?
Yeah.
You'll break her. You'll probably break her heart.
Oh,
You
then
better-
I'll definitely love it then.
Yeah, right. What are you gonna do? Ah,
It'll
Really?
be brilliant. It will be
I
brilliant.
know. Oh, Cassie B, do you want me to paste the topics in the comments or email you? Oh dear. Well, if you paste them in the comments, I can actually put them in as, yeah, paste them in the comments. You can do it individually or whatever you like. Let me see if I can get that up, and we can do it as we speak.
Mm.
Let me see. Let me do this as while we're at it here. StreamYard, Father Fish in the morning. Look at that, folks. Look at that. We have our new website.
J
Isn't
Dog.
that wonderful? J-Dog. Absolutely. We're going to have fun with this. We're going to put everything on it. Going to put the world on it. Let's see now. Where do we need to go? Let's do this. Let's go here. And then we'll go to edit video. And that will take us right where I want to be. So, okay, there we are. So, Cassie B, we're there and ready. So we can paste it anytime you got a little comment you want to make. Now, I've been trying to get a hold of James because James understands the ins and outs of all this technology. And what I want to do is I want to appoint someone, and I think it will be James, but it also might be Lee. It might be both of them as co monitors or whatever of my YouTube channel. So they would have the ability to go in and manage the channel. But I also want Mary Beth and Cassie B and Chevy Fish to be able to go in and make additions and corrections and the like on the channel. So I need to talk to James to find out how to do that. I know it's doable. And at that point, we will become more a community channel that'll make it possible people move in and out of the channel. And that
You look
might
taller than me.
eventually get it. Part.
You look taller than me.
No, you look taller than me.
Well, I'm trying.
You are.
It's just I'm down here, and I just realised you look taller
There.
than me.
Yeah, right. Well, if I back up, if I lean back, then I destroy everything.
Get on with it. Stop it. Get on
Totally
with
off
it.
track. Totally off track. Mary Page. Let's see. I'm 25 comments behind here. Probably 50. I
can't count either.
I don't understand any of this conversation in the chat.
It's not his fault.
Yeah, none of it.
It's not his fault.
They're going on about KH and GH with plants and having this serious conversation, and we're goofing off. Far for the course.
I'm just looking at Petroman here, and
Oh, Anthony, here we go. Anthony says,
hold on a minute, I was talking. Excuse me.
What were you saying?
I was talking.
Well, by all means.
Shut up then.
Do you know we
Shut
could
up.
talk at the same time?
You're just the same as Sue. I've got something to say, and you go yappity yappity yap 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 yap, and I try and speak, and you won't let me speak, and I go to speak, and then it's just me. You go yappity yap yap yappity yap 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 yap.
Never ends, does it? Say it. Say it.
What?
I dare you.
What?
Say it.
I forgot.
Say it.
I've forgotten. Oh yeah. Petroman, and I've noticed it a lot about pH. What the hell is KH? I might missed that episode.
It's water hardness.
What's pH then?
pH is acid base.
What's KH then?
Hardness. They're two different kinds of hardness.
Bit like me. Soft on the inside, hard on the outside.
Sort of like. Somebody's calling from New Jersey. Father Fish.
They want a new jumper.
Yes.
Hi, it's Fisherman, 1185. What I'm trying to say, let me lower my laptop. What I was trying to say, because Lee's getting confused. KH is a direct effect on pH, not the GH. The KH affects the pH. Correct? It'll raise it. The higher the KH, the higher the pH.
Okay. Apparently.
Well, that's what I was trying to say, but Lee's getting all confused on it.
Yeah, me too. Right. Okay. You got it, Lee?
The higher the KH, the higher the pH is going to be.
Okay.
Who was that?
It's Petroman. Petroman.
Yeah.
Wonderful. We got it. He hung up.
You couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up.
Isn't that amazing? I know.
That's
I
beautiful.
know.
Petro Man, thank you. I really didn't know. That's the truth. I really didn't know.
Cassie B's got a technical problem here. She says it's really hard to get the correct timestamp live because the video shows negative time. So if I miss when a topic started, I can't figure it out. Estimate, Cassie B. Just estimate. We'll come up with a better system later. Don't worry about it. This is
I
not brain surgery.
I thought that if everyone posted a comment but prefix it with the time, it'd make things easier. But then I realised, well, I'm in England, you're in, and there's India, and that it wouldn't help.
Good point. Right. We'd have one person posting it at 2:04 and somebody else posting at 12:04 and a third posting at 6:04.
And if you're in Australia, it's tomorrow.
So all right. Right, exactly. So
what happens when we go to Mars? What are they going to do?
Oh Lord!
Elon
Well,
Musk's got people living on Mars, and then what time is it for them?
Right. Once we get past the delay, that'll be the first trick to get past the delay. Then it'll get
20
real.
minutes. That will be. How do you achieve that?
15-minute delay, right?
Yeah. How do you achieve that?
Anthony T had a comment.
I'll work on it.
Mary, like a sponge. We got to go back. This is too good. Stephen, Cassie B. Mary. Okay, here we go. Mary says, are scuds and seed shrimp the same thing? Which has nothing to do with Anthony's answer, which is Mary, like a sponge filter. Remember to take out the nose hair and clean it every month or so.
Well, that tickled me. I like that.
So
that's right up my street.
If you did not understand the answer, Mary, the answer is yes. Scuds and seed shrimp are the same thing. Actually, they're not. Actually, they are. Actually, there's no such thing as seed shrimp. It's a made-up word that's used to apply to Daphne, scuds, and a myriad of other bugs. I don't know what a seed shrimp is. Seed shrimp. It's a word that people use when they don't know what else to call it. How is it going, Roxanne, as fostering? I think that word does not mean what you think it means. AC. This is really a fascinating conversation going on here. None of which I can even begin to get a handle on. So I think I'll just drop to the bottom and pick up my word. The bottom is half a mile down. Heather Nielsen, Scarlet Aquatics. Good morning, good morning. Nicholas Grawl, good morning. You can toggle timestamps in the upper right, the 3 dots. Aha, Cassie B, we got it. Did you get that? You can toggle the timestamp in the upper right, where the 3 dots are. I don't know that really helps, but there it is. Seed shrimp are ostracods, Chevy Fish says. Well, and wouldn't she be the one to know? Ostracods. Seed shrimp. Okay, I have a question that has bothered me about this seed shrimp thing since the first time I heard the word. If ostracods are seed shrimp, may we, number one, assume that all seed shrimp are ostracods? And number two, what are they the seeds of?
Their parents.
I don't think that counts. I don't think that counts.
Their
Parents
grandparents.
Parents don't. No, no. It's
A
genetic.
tree.
It's not ancestral. Maybe a tree. That's possible.
Got something to do with pollen.
With pollen, no.
No.
Okay,
Bees.
so bees.
Hey, hold on. I've got one. I've got a question. I've got a question. Hold on. Shut up. Hello? What bees make milk?
What bees make milk?
Boobies.
I dare say.
Is it all right if I go now, please?
If you must.
Can I go now? I need to do something.
Thanks for coming in. Enjoy.
No, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, as always. And love to you, as always. And love to everybody else. It is
Amen.
such an absolute joy.
Yes.
Thank you. I will see you soon. Thank you, my dear friend. Thank you, my dear friend. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
How do I turn it off?
I did for you. Recon 338. Hello, hello. Roxanne has seed shrimp in her ecospheres. Stephen, I need email to send the reference books I use. When in doubt or when refreshing, I can send the volume to you. And he's talking to somebody who asked him for his email. Justin Powers. Talking about seed shrimp. Chevy Fish, you're welcome. Roxanne missed who was talking to her. Was it Nicholas? It might have been Nicholas. Yes, it was. It was Nicholas Growl. Glory. What time is it? 9:40. Time does fly. Tommy Denda, what did I miss? Oh my goodness. You'll have to play it back, Tommy. Play it back. Good to see you back. Cassie B, I made the mistake was doing time, but the live streams take out the time. So 9:20 would become 1:20 if the stream started at 8. Yeah, that is a problem. I think you've got to do the internal time. Probably the only way to really do that then, unless the 3 dots gives it to you. I don't know about that. I don't even see. Oh, there they are. Toggle timestamps. Well, that works. So, but that doesn't help. That doesn't help with the. Oh, I see what the issue is. Yeah, that's confusing. Yeah, only way to do it, I guess, is after the fact, Cassie B. Looks to me like. So we are all still waiting for this magnificent production that Roxanne is creating. She apparently sent another private email to our musical editor, the Bard, who is sworn to the utmost secrecy about all such matters. So we are utterly in the dark. Well, not utterly. We are virtually in the dark. We are literally in the dark on a day-to-day basis, waiting with bated breath for the final grand audition of this magnificent tribute to the shoal by none other than our dear Roxanne. Not to put any pressure on you. Oh dear. Mary Page posted the wrong Patreon for Father. Now that's not good. That's not good at all. I do have a Patreon, and one of these blessed days, I'm going to have time to begin working on it and start producing Tommy Denda's book on Patreon. That will happen before I hit my final note. That will happen. At which point, Patreon will begin to actually return the glorious favor that 9 or 10 people have bestowed upon me with their monthly gifts, for which I am deeply, deeply grateful and thankful. If you knew how tight it was over here, you would understand the extent of my gratefulness. Yeah, right. We're backing up here and getting absolutely nowhere. Petroman had to call in to clarify a little issue, which I'm glad he did. We found it most helpful. Equilibrium is a GH booster. Jay Rowe, good morning, good morning. Oh. Abolish farms. I got a noob question. I'm wanting to get a plan in order. I have a carpeted house. What's the go-to for if you have a spill to clean and take out the smell? Well, I'll tell you what. My policy, Abolished Farms, is to never put a fish tank on a carpet or a rug, because it is inevitable. It is inevitable that that tank is going to leak. You're going to spill. You're going to drop a bucket. You're going to siphon and miss the bucket. You're going to do something to get water on the floor in sufficient volume to make a mess. If you got carpets, don't put fish tanks on them. The best advice I can give. Mary Page is saying we can make it to 50. I think we're there. We should be. It's been a few minutes. Where are we? We're at 45. 47 watching. 45 in. We probably had 46. We probably have had well over 100 people watching, I would suspect. Nicholas Grawl just sent me a notification saying great advice. Lee sent a notification saying it's not my fault. And Cassie B sent a 3-month update on her 40-gallon, which I need to watch. And Aquarium Cop shared my video. And Kaysen Schwartz. Kaysen has not been on the live stream yet. He is somewhere in Europe, I think in Copenhagen. And he's been talking with me about classical music. He has the most glorious picture of himself. I assume it's of himself. He looks like a 19th century, I don't know what, a courtier, a 19th century courtier. Has Kaysen Schwartz, some really wonderful commentary from him. All right, we are down to 10 minutes. Down to 10 minutes. Let's see, and I've got the chat all the way to the top. So who was that? Oh, Alexander Lee sent us $2 and wants some tips to sell fancy guppies to his LSF. You may need to ask for credit, and he should be willing to give you credit equal to a little under his retail. If you want cash, you're going to have to drop your price. And you may have to drop it precipitously. If they're truly fancy line-bred guppies, you're going to have to convince him that he, unless he's already experienced it, that he needs to carry them and put $25 a pair on them. Otherwise, you're not going to get much for them. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Alexander Lee. Let's see if I can post that. See if I can find it. Huh. Well, I'm not finding it on StreamYard. So I can't. There it is, right there. Some tips to sell local fish store fancy guppies. Depends on the level of fancy and what you really mean by that. If these are line bred guppies, you should have a pretty good idea of what they're worth and where you can get your money for them. I would list them on Get Gills and Aquabid and plan to ship them out if you've got a fairly good sized quantity of pretty guppies, nice guppies. Then prepare to accept $1 a piece or $1 a pair for them. You should be able to get that. You're not likely to get more unless they're genuinely line bred guppies, or you can guarantee that they're going to breed true. Sarah Lynn Snow. Hello, Sarah Lynn Snow at 51. Ah, very good. Thank you, Sarah Lynn. Roger S. Hello, Roger S. The Massey Report. Red's here. Good morning, Red. Holy Lord Red of Dudes. Roxanne says Lee is too much, but just enough. Right on the line, you see. Couldn't agree more. Stephen, Cassie B made a comment regard to research. Offered to send to the research books I use when in doubt or when to brush up on something. That's what the email was about. Yeah, that would be delightful if you could post that, Stephen. And is it online research, something we can get to? Or do we need to buy the $200 books? Well, you know what? Just for the sheer joy of it, for the sheer joy and pleasure, I just put Lee in timeout, and he knows why. If for no other reason than because it is a joy to do so, and I know how much he appreciates being put on the naughty step. Thank you, Alexander. Both line bred and mutts. Yeah, ask for store credit. You can almost always get store credit. All right. Here's Chevy Fish. Trade saltwater plants enough to get a 90-gallon. Wow. Calera and Cato. Yep. Zimrian is here. Good morning, Zimrian. I know he does, Holly. He loves it there. He's home. He's pumping his fists in the air, saying, I did it, I did it. I know. Oh, it's a set of books. Okay. All right. Well, we may need to know what this is. Post it here, Stephen, if you don't mind. Red roof floaters are exploding in Grove. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Goldfish love to eat the roots of plants. Indeed, they do, and they are beautiful goldfish. Have you seen Precious Tranquilities goldfish, Roxanne? That's some more really, really, really pretty ones. Too much, but just enough. All right. Let's hit the bottom here. Roxanne, yes, I have father fish. Oh, you've seen Precious Tranquilities. Yep, really pretty. I'm going to be getting some of her fish in the next few weeks, I hope. Cassie B. My husband wants me to move my bowl aquariums out of the fish bedroom because he's afraid it'll ruin the carpet. Bowls are a little different than fish tanks. So long as you don't knock it over, it'll be safe. A bowl is not going to leak. A fish tank will leak. It's also a much smaller amount of water. What you might do is work out some kind of a tray. Well, see, with the bowl, it doesn't even matter. Because with the bowl, unless it gets knocked over, you're not even going to have much of a spill. Before we're going, let me show you. We just got some cups, some mugs. Father Fish mugs. We're selling these. These are special edition. We only have 8 of these for sale. I don't know how many are gone. Bye, Betsy.
Bye.
Don't know how many are gone. I know 2 or 3 are gone. We probably still have a few left. They're selling for $25 a piece. I pay shipping. You will get them in a brand new fish box, a styrofoam fish box in a cardboard shell that you can use to ship fish out. And I will also include a bag that you can put your fish in to ship them. So $25 gets you one of these limited edition Father Fish mugs with Tom the Cat. It's Father Fish and Tom the Cat for your morning coffee. Mary Beth is making a large lot of cups up that will be available shortly. They'll be available, if not more cheaply, than as at the same price with shipping. I think. Haven't got the price on me yet, but it's going to be less expensive. You do get. Because it's a limited edition, I'm going to take the loss on these and ship them out at my cost. So, a few left. Nice mug, Albert DeBoer. Thank you, Albert. Send us a diamond, Albert. W.S. Discus. Stephen, please repost. Lee says, I have 4 timeouts because I am brilliant. Anyone want to compete? Best out of 10, I dare you. No contest, Lee. We're not going to make a contest out of you being unruly. Howsomever that may be. Pebbling Creek is getting one. He ordered a pair of rams and a mug through Get Gills, so I'm going to honor that. All right, and we are going to hop over to our theme song.
Hello, Mary. Mary.
And we're going to say goodbye to everyone, to one and all. Let's see, I need to get this, don't I? Right there. Got it. So, goodbye, everybody. Nice to be with you. It's been a blast as always. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Dropping to the bottom. I'm the fool you're looking for. I'm the one that you're going to give a mug to. May 4th be with you, belated. Bless you. Bless you all. Wonderful to be with you. Thank you, Chevy Fish. Thank you, mods and super chatters. Thank you all. It's been utterly delightful being with you. And Aquarium Cop just kicked in $25 because he wants a mug. You don't get a mug that way, Aquarium Cop. You got to do it. You got to do it. I'm sorry. I didn't explain this. To get the mug, send me an email for $25. Put $25 on my PayPal account, fatherfish@fatherfish.net. Send an email to fatherfish@fatherfish.net. I'm going to send you, Aquarium Cop, a mug anyway, because you've been more than generous in the past, and you certainly have earned it, and I deeply appreciate it. So Lee Willcox is going to unsubscribe because he can't hear his song. So as soon as he does, then we're going to play his song. Thank you all. Bless you all. You'll get your cup, Aquarium Cop. Nobody else will. You got to do it right. What in the world? Here we are. All right.
Hello, Mary. Mary. Try and sort this one out. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that can be. Let's talk about fish. Fish. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Instrumental break. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. 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 Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Fish. I'll do that one all day. I'll play it back and I'll see what I think. I think it's probably